The Pentagon just authorized active duty military personnel deployed on the border to conduct mobile ground-based monitoring that includes patrolling in vehicles and on foot. This is a change from the behind-the-scenes roles supporting Border Patrol before. What's not going to change, though, is that troops are still barred from arresting migrants.
Joining us to talk about these changes is Cochise County Sheriff Mark Dannels, whose county shares 80 miles of border with Mexico in the southeastern corner of Arizona. Mark, always great to talk to you. What do you think of these changes, which will include the Army using their Stryker armored vehicles to transport Border Patrol?
Well, good morning to both of you, and thanks for having me again. I will say this, that the military is probably more engaged than I ever have seen them here, working with them on the border. We have a military base here in Cochise County, but all our discussions with them, both back in D.C. and here, and having the DOD in a hub out of Cochise County for the whole southwest border, I think it's a positive. And I'll say this being a veteran myself, in the fact that we go around the world and protect our countries, and every way possible, it's time we protect the homeland first. So I'm all about what they're doing.
Sheriff, would you like to see the military be able to actually apprehend illegal immigrants, or should that remain the job of civilian law enforcement officers like you?
And that's a fine legal law. When I say that, there's a law to that. I've always been a follower of the rule of law, but there's an opinion behind it too. And that is, apprehend is a unique word, is in the fact that, is that an arrest, or is that somebody stopping somebody from making a threat to our country? If they're stopping the threat, I don't have an issue with it, just like they do around the world. The arrest part, obviously based on the law, that would be where the challenge lies. So again, if we work collectively and complementary, it's going to work.
Have things, as we talk with Mark Dannels, the sheriff of Cochise County in the southeastern part of our state, have things gotten remarkably better at the border under Trump as you'd hoped?
Oh, Jim, it's like night and day. And I truly mean that, which is a better way to describe it. And the fact that where we've been and where we're at today is like two different cycles of crime. We were dealing with 2 to 10 pursuits a day. Now we see maybe 2 a week. The amount of smuggling, the amount of people come from all over the country to smuggle for profit, whether it be fentanyl, whether it be illicit drugs, whether it be children, whether it be smuggling just to get somebody over here for profit. So, yeah, we're not seeing that anymore. It's great to see this. We got our community back, and we had the engagement with the White House. I just spoke to him again twice this week. When we can have those kind of relationships, we can do some good things for this country.
At its worst at the border, how often were your officers involved in chases? And have you seen a real change with the new border policies?
LaDonna, and that's what I was hitting on, too, is the fact that I couldn't turn the radio on coming at 6, 7 in the morning, hear one of my deputies or fellow law enforcement chasing somebody, looking for somebody, people running through yards. I mean, our county went through heck for the last 4 years. I wish people could really see that and not live it, but just see and experience what we had, and then see where we're at today. Oh, it's amazing what a president and policies can make. Whether you like Trump or not, it's irrelevant. It's working.
You spent multiple decades in the Cochise County Sheriff's Department before you became sheriff there. So you know a lot about what goes on the other side of the border. And do you think that this is going to be very effective because of the fact that they're using the Stryker vehicles actually going along the roads, along the fence, because the cartels only really respect the military, right?
Well, they do. Their military in Mexico is prominent down there. That's one of the true enemies of the cartel in Mexico. So, yeah, now they see it on our side. We're sending a dual message that way. And so I'm all about it. I think it's a great thing. I know I worked with the leadership down here from Northcom, talking to them over and over, sitting through our plans. You bet. It's working. And seeing the cartels know now there is the will of this country by this president, by his administration, and the will of the citizens to say no more to the cartels.
Cochise County Sheriff Mark Dannels with us here on the KTAR Newsline. And again, that county shares 80 miles of border with Mexico. And from what he just told us, we have gone from daily occurrences on his way into work, listening to his radio, daily occurrences to a very different story today, thanks to the shift in policy with President Trump.
And maybe it gets even better with the troops. I don't know.
Thanks for watching Arizona's Morning News. Click to watch more from KTAR News and hit the button in the middle to subscribe.